help you do that. Connections with brands who are going to meet you in the middle. Connections with creators. There's amazing creators. Like, I personally know like half the creators in this room, and they're smart people. They're at this event. They're learning how to do brand deals. They're not at home just doing whatever and then getting cheap brand deals here and there, not doing them right. Like, it's so important that you do that stuff. Moving on. My entire esports business, I'm building a business out of esports right now, kids playing video games. The entire ecosystem of that is built off brand deals, revenue from partnerships. I wasn't just going to throw a ton of money at these little kids and say, here's a ton of money, play video games and see if we win. That didn't seem like a good business plan. But what did seem like a good business plan is that all these connections, all these brands, they wanted exposure. They wanted to dip into this gaming market. Gaming's huge. In the 90s, everyone wanted to be a sports athlete. I wanted to be a pro soccer player. It was Stockton to Malone, Michael Jordan. Like, it was hot stuff, Steve Young, whatever it is. And then that turned into 2000s, which was like X Games. It was extreme sports. Tony Hawk did the 900. Shaun White was killing it. X Games was invented. Like, backflips, whatever. Travis Pastrana. Like, everyone wanted to be, that was my generation too. In high school, I wanted to be a pro snowboarder or skateboarder or something. Now we're in the 2010s. Guess what kids want to be in 2010s? They want to be an esports athlete. They want to stream video games. They want to make YouTube videos about gaming. They want to be a competitive gamer. They're going to local tournaments. There's colleges that have gaming teams on them now. Like, the world is changing, and brands want to change with it. Brands want to be in front of those eyeballs in front of esports. I saw that, and I built a business off it that was at no risk to me, or very little risk. It's essentially partnering brands with the right gamers who have a huge following or a huge skill set that they can prove in tournaments. Some of these gaming tournaments, are you ready for this? I'm not pitching gaming right now, I'm just like sharing information. Some League of Legends esports thing, I'm not really involved with it, but it's like one of the biggest, it was the biggest video game out there for the past couple of years. The recent tournament they did had more views than Game 7 of the NBA Finals this year. Game 7, like, this is the deciding game. If you care about basketball at all, this is the game you need to watch to know who takes it all this year. And this esports team playing another esports team, these kids playing video games, had more people watching them play video games than Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Granted, that audience is global. Granted, that audience is younger, so they can log on their phones really quick. I don't think anyone like whips out Game 7 on their phones really quick. I mean, it's possible, but usually you create an event for that, you know, so it's just more accessible. But it doesn't matter if it's more accessible, it's still eyeballs. It's still a generation that brands want to touch base with. And through esports, we're able to do that. So I had a light bulb go off. I love building business, and I love transition. I love swinging from vine to vine. What if I position these brands to be able to have this incredible reach? If an esports tournament gets that much reach, why can't I get one of these brands, B&H Photo, Vivid, whoever they are, why can't I get one of them to support one of my teams and get all those eyeballs when my team goes to compete? Or get all those eyeballs when my team streams? When streamers are streaming video games, the average watch time is like 2 to 4 hours. It varies a lot depending on what game you're playing and what streamer you're watching. But imagine a YouTube video with a 2-hour watch time average. You would want to be a sponsor of that video. That's what streaming is, and that's what we've tackled with gaming. Again, this isn't a gaming pitch, I'll move on, but I'm just opening your eyes to this new opportunity. Like Gary was talking about voice. Voice is huge. It's Google Voice, it's whatever. Like, I totally believe in that, but I'm an advocate for gaming, and I'm a living advocate of it, because in 4 months, we've built an esports machine that is unstoppable. The new biggest game in the entire world is a brand new game that just came out called Battlegrounds, and we captured the #1 team on that game right away. The game's not even out yet. It's like a beta testing thing, and it already has more downloads than any other game out there. Computer game. It's not even on Xbox and PlayStation 4 yet. So this Battlegrounds game, PUBG, you might have heard of it as that, is like the next big thing, and we saw early, and we grabbed a team, and that's a new way that we can do brand deals. Okay, moving on. I just got really passionate about that topic.